past 2 years when it just started, right, like the first few days of Geylang, the whole place is crowded, but this time it's much slower. Maybe because other bazaars have already started way before Geylang started.
The rental cost is a challenge. It's a big risk for us.
Whether make money or not, we still want to be involved here.
We had a choice of going to Woodlands Bazaar, Marsiling Bazaar. A lot of bazaars are everywhere happening right now. But I think if you ask any Singaporean, the Geylang Bazaar is always something that they all come back to. And it's almost like
The OG
bazaar all lah.
This one was under the table yang
So that means this one is the wrong one lah.
we are confident that we can set up today because last year it's a 3-woman team as well. So this year we are more prepared mentally and physically.
So over at the prime area, it's 15,000. We are located at the non-prime area, which is 12,000, right? So we are 12,000, 3,000 cheaper.
Normally after Bazaar Ramadan, for a lot of halal Muslim F&Bs, it's like a lull period for them. Yeah, so what we earn from Geylang would have to sustain us for the next 2 to 3 months. Every year we set out our goals, but so far we have not met our desired goal.
It's been 2 days since the return of Geylang Serai Bazaar, but not all vendors have the appetite to set up shop. 20% of the units there remain empty.
In light of several learning points from the bazaar held in 2023, WGS decided on introducing a rental cap for Bazaar 2024.
So last year we set it at 15,000, worked out quite well, and this year we are doing the same. About 90% of food store operators came back this year. So it shows that they find it's worth the business opportunity.
Flat table here.
Oof. The piping is obstructing our whole booth at the moment.
What to do?
It's either you stick out a lot or you go all the way in. So, like what Siraj always say, do first then say sorry later. Cut.
Okay, to the left. Okay, so for me, I speak for myself. This spot costed us about 15,000, excluding GST. Then you have to add on the sink, and you have to add on PowerPoints.
How much was the electricity this one?
About 6-7K.
Yeah. That's 25K already. Yeah. So it's like everything keep increasing, but our price like still remains the same.
But for us, even before we had this business, even before we were married, I still remember standing on the overhead bridge along Geylang and just looking at the bazaar and saying like, wow, I wish we should try one day. So there's old HDB and the old bazaar was there. And I remember walking by this ding seller. He said, ding ding, chicka ding ding, chicka ding ding. But till today, I still remember that guy saying, ding ding, chicka ding ding, chicka ding ding. I'm still trying to be as cool as him today. We actually wrote a rap. Sini mari, Babu Standard sudah buka sini. Sini mari, apa lu tunggu lagi?
At the beginning, like we were trying to convince people that our tandoori is not the usual tandoori that you have outside. I think we pride ourselves with serving juicy tandoori chicken burgers. You were inspired by a lot of the
cult fast food brands where there's a lot more personality, and I just wanted to have a brand that was similar to that could talk to Singaporeans and people of Asian descent. Being the second year that we're doing this, we should have done more things because as you can see, everyone is like really upping their game in terms of visibility. I could have sworn last year everything was like 5 meters lower. This year everything's going way up, so I think we still need to do that. Balloon! We have a light balloon that we're going to bring.
Yeah, like a huge balloon. I think we're just going to put it out and then see what happens.
We go Islamic school, we go ngaji or what, this is songkok. No, wear songkok, they teach us to go out. The rule. And then I must use songkok, baju kurung must songkok. Complete one. This one, this year I only bring not more than 1,000. Before I bring this one 5,000, no more, no less. I sell songkok from 13 years until now, more than 50 years. That's why I cannot stop, I sell songkok. I work airport, kurang support equipment equipment operator. Every bazaar, Pasiman, I take leave. I doing this one not for Arisha, no lah, for happy only lah. We do. Before my father passed away, he told me, don't stop your business, don't give up, don't stop. Yeah, I don't want to give up. I want to continue.
If you look at Pasar Malams, it's kind of a similar concept. So what makes it different during Ramadan? In the 50s, the stretch of road or area between Juchat Road to Paya Lebar Road was a place where you have informal makeshift stalls. The essence of it is essentially for Muslims to buy something to prepare for the Hari Raya Puasa festival. From the 50s onwards, there is a move towards formalizing such structures and such businesses in the area. What you have then are formal plans to redevelop the area, HDB blocks, as well as the Geylang Serai market. So historically, people have an affinity to the place.
I heard that they are using 11 PowerPoint. My one PowerPoint is, I think, $600 or what. That is going to cost me $6,000 over. No go. So whatever can cut, you cut. This one, you can share 2 PowerPoint, put it as 2 PowerPoint. Whatever unnecessary, taking extra current, all pick up. So this year, I wanted to do a change. I wanted it to be more interactive. So I come out with a big screen. Some of my managers also scold me. They ask me why I spend so much of money to do what. But it is always something that people look out to. My superstar is, of course, this fella right here. I think the whole of the bazaar, I don't know whether you can walk into any shop and buy something for $1.30 and walk out. Definitely, I need to sell certain items at a higher price just to cover my cost. If not, my business also will vanish, like putu piring and all this kind of thing. Like you don't see people selling putu piring in bazaar anymore. So I'm actually competing with other guys out here who are selling $10, $15 food. So kunafa is the newest trend right now. We have tried to merge kunafa together with wadi and come out with something. It's valued at $12 because half the costing goes for my pistachios. The costing is also quite high. Okay.
Hello.
So this is my mom. She started here 36 years ago. This is my history. So that's why time and time again, whether we make money or not, we still want to be involved here. I have to be very honest that certain years we don't make, we just break even and all this kind of thing. 10 years ago, the rental is about 8,000. So now it's about 15,000. So it's a double. The biggest concern will be whether people are open to my new food or they just going to go old school and just get my money. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's a risk, but we have to take it.
The new generation, they are all going for hipster food, viral food. So I think if all this traditional food are not being reintroduced, then it will just die down.
We sell keropok leko compared to the traditional leko with chili sauce. We have more sauces.
Leko is actually fish. Basically just fish mixed with flour.
And ours is crispy on the outside but soft on the inside.
What we did this year differently is that we introduced 2 new menus that cater more to the younger crowd. Something that is more modern.
We specifically brought in the mozzarella sticks and the bulldog chicks, which is the samyang noodle with the chicken tenders. It is what is currently going viral on TikTok and Instagram. And then when they come here, they are aware of the traditional food, which is the keropok leko.
Ideally, we should be selling about at least 300 bowls of leko a day. We have not been able to meet our target the past few days.
One thing that we learned from last year is that content creation is very important. So this year we are going to be more active. We have a number of Gen Z stuffs. You know the velocity trend now? You don't know? I show you. So this one is the velocity trend. So we get her to do this. Yeah, you think she can do it alone?
Can
She probably
can lah.
Daya, the velocity. You should know, right? Okay, you.
Okay. Of course, you pro, Gen Zs.
Nice,
Got it?
nice,
You
very
got it?
nice.
You
Yeah,
got it?
one shot, one shot, one shot.
Yes.
So what happened to the balloon we wanted?
So we have a really big round yellow balloon and we wanted to put it out the side for visibility. Overnight, the next day we come the balloon at the road. So the wind blew it away. Is this yours? Yes, sorry about that.
So
Thank
we
you.
had to bring it back, like
Yeah.
deflate it, and now it's at the corner until
But,
we figure
yeah,
out like
how to really anchor it down.
yeah.
If you look around, everyone's just crying out for visibility here.
Dengan yang baldu. So baldu is velvet lah. Jadi kalau boleh tengok, okay, you try my size, tengok muat tak? Okay, bismillah. Okay, you try ni. This one kecil sikit.
Sometimes Saturday, Sunday not school, my grandson help, my granddaughter also help. I got 18 granddaughter, grandson, 1/8. I say I no more, so my son or my grandson can carry forward.
To us it's a no-brainer lah to help out in what he's been doing to help us first when we were growing up. So now it's time for him to just sit down lah. So when he comes to the shop, he is more of the general supervisor. He will come and see, okay, make sure everything is running well. Because he's been doing it for so long. So it's time for us to take over. So I just let you know, kalau you nak yang ni boleh lipat. Pasal dia tadi, dia tunjuk yang keras. The main target is to cover the operating costs. Because we do it out of his love for the business. If by God's will, it has some profits or more profits, then Alhamdulillah we take it. Okay, boleh. Terima kasih. Thank you, terima kasih. Selamat Hari Raya, bang. Assalamualaikum. It's not as packed as before because people can also shop online, right? They can just cross the border in Malaysia and much cheaper. There are more alternatives. The numbers dwindle down as the time go by. If the Malay Muslim community don't come to the bazaar, then I feel that the bazaar will, of course, disappear.
Geylang Serai Bazaar has to be relevant, right, for it to survive. We need to also be open and fair to the younger generations, right, who may want to try out new ideas and see how it can blend in nicely to the setting of the Ramadan and Hari Raya Bazaar.
Then after that, next one, 405 tenders also, Ifa. Thank you so much. Mama, I think this one finished already lah. What has been selling, going crazy, is actually our mozzarella stick and also our bulldog chickens actually. It's flying off the shelf. In the past few days, we're actually a little bit viral on TikTok.
The first video that I took, which was just the cheese pool, less than 10 seconds video, that was the video that blew up.
We found the store, and this is how long the queue is. Ah, it's snaking. Thank you. Yay.
The cheese is really cheesy.
Very crispy.
Because we've had influencers and our own video went out, so our new menu are actually blowing up. And because of that, we were really, really busy. At this point, we have covered our rental. Looking at how it is, I think it would be enough to sustain us for the next 2 months.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
You want what filling?
Can I just have chicken
Chicken
sausage?
sausage.
You want to try? You want to buy katoshka, please?
Sure. The first week was scary because I think we forgot how lonely the first week of Ramadan is. Because everybody wants to break fast at home. But thankfully, it really picked up.
Within the last week or so, we've already covered our rental fee.
Yeah,
So
electricity.
really grateful for that.
Yes, I have covered the rental, thankfully. So now it's about covering our staff salaries, our ingredient costs, and then is the profit. Like yesterday, we actually gave out a lot of samples of kunafa vade, and the response is quite positive. So I will see what can be improved. So even till the last day, I am fixing something. So we just hope that the profit will be even better. It's just non-stop, raining the whole day basically. The crowd is leaving, no new crowd is coming. So past 3 days it has been raining like cat and dog. At this time, it is supposed to be very crowded. Whoever who plan to come here will not even come here because it's raining. You know, people will just place a bet. It's not generally good for business. Some were saying that it's monsoon season, so it's going to rain for the next 7 days or so. We also will try not to bring out too much. You know, at the end of the day, if we didn't sell, then we have to throw away.
So the monsoon last week, which lasted from Wednesday to Friday, didn't really affect us much because of our sheltered setting. People that's already here are stuck here, so they continue to look for products, and alhamdulillah we got sales lah. So towards this end of the Ramadan Bazaar, I feel a bit sad but happy at the same time. Sad that it's going to come to a close, but happy as we welcome Hari Raya and celebrate together.
We have another 4 more days. Today, the crowd definitely is better than yesterday. I am expecting tomorrow will be even better because some of the heartland bazaars are closing down. So they will start coming down here.
Every year, the memories are different, the experiences are different. But this year will definitely be a year that we'll never forget.
For me, this year, I would say it's the best year out of the 3 years. We get a lot more exposure from being viral on TikTok. So that is something that is definitely different for us this year. Thankfully, it worked. We were just trying our luck, and I'm glad that all our testing works.
As much as we want this to end very quickly because we want to rest, but it will be a very bittersweet feeling for all of us because we have been here for a month.
We even had a conversation saying that, all we need is just like 2 days rest and then we can start back again for another month.
Although this is a Malay-Muslim festivity, but you realize that the Ramadan Bazaar has become a national icon. You see families, friends, multiracial setting coming together, and the Malay community being a hospitable community. I think this is what we want to do.
Looking back at that memory of us being on the overhead bridge, looking down at the Geylang Bazaar, I think we're proud of how far we've come and the fact that we've been here for 2 years in a row. But also looking back, the Geylang Bazaar has become a bit smaller. It's not as rambunctious or as wild as it used to be. Bringing back the good old days is always great. I think it provides the older folks a sense of nostalgia, but the younger folks are coming here for nostalgia to be made for themselves. And I think we're making nostalgia right now for them.
I guess we're creating nostalgia for them also.
Honestly, I don't think Ramadan Bazaar at Geylang will disappear. We trust that even with the differences in generation from the old mindset to the new mindset, we hope that they still keep songkok alive, the wearing of baju kurung, the mood and spirit of celebrating Hari Raya in their festive clothes alive. Then we can still keep these stores running.
A lot of times people compare, like, whenever they show footage of Singapore Bazaar, they'll be like, wow, might as well I take my money and go JB, get more traditional, authentic food. But we've been to the biggest bazaars there. It's great, but it's different. There is a unique Singaporean trait to the Geylang Bazaar that is not replicable. And I think the faster people recognize this, the faster they will treasure the Geylang Bazaar that is trying to make a place of culture for them, a place of memories.